50, so what? Fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. In a previous episode, we looked at taking up cycling again, and not long after I was out cycling and I met this lovely lady cycling along very, very slowly. She hadn't been on a bike for quite a few years, but she was giving it a go. And she had a nice little basket on the front. You go for it. We also had a look at life ball, the great team sport that you can do that combines netball and basketball. And we met its founder, Colleen Wilson-Lord, who also set up pole walking and aqua fitness around Australia. And then there was a 70-year-old pocket rocket, Lorraine Dunn, who after she turned 50, did 2 master's degrees and cycled 9,000 kilometres around Australia. Age is just a number. What is it that you'd like to try? Do you want to change careers? Do you want to go visit a new place, have a new restaurant, take up a new hobby? What is it? Today's everyday legend took up snow skiing just before turning 50 and was still playing tennis and racing cars into his 70s. Today we're going to have a look at zip lining, which is a lot easier than you think. Be sure to stick around for the fun fitness routine, which is on in about 10-15 minutes, and you don't need any equipment, so just as you are. And coming up now is Energy for Life, where we find out more examples that age is just a number. Energy for Life. George Burns said, you can't help getting older, but you don't have to get old. And one lady that didn't have to get old is Irene O'Shea. Last year, you may have heard her on the news, she was about to turn 102. And she's like, what am I going to do to celebrate turning 102? I know, I'm going to go skydiving. So she went and jumped out of a plane. I mean, what have you got to lose? 102! She became the oldest person in the world to go skydiving. Jean-Louise Calment, she took up fencing at the age of 80. She was still riding her bike at 100. And at 114, yes, you heard it right, 114, she became the oldest actress to appear in film in a movie called Vincent and Me, because she knew Vincent van Gogh. And Jean-Louise Calment passed away at the age of 122. That is just phenomenal. Now we have a lady called Jenny Wood-Allen. Jenny Wood-Allen was 71. She was 71. She hadn't exercised for 20 years. She'd done no exercise. She's now 71. She decides to take up running. Not just running 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, no, marathons. And she ended up running a marathon, being the oldest woman to run the marathon in Scotland at the age of 90. Paul Friedman, he started running when he was 69. He didn't start running till he was 69, and he also did a marathon at the age of 90. And then to cap it all off, Glenys Burrell. She didn't start running till she was 86. 86! Are you crazy? I wouldn't be doing that. And she ended up running the Hawaiian Marathon at 92. Now, I'm suggesting that all of you run out and do mad marathons or anything, but there might be something you haven't done yet. When I was writing the book Alive and Kicking, I met a fantastic guy called Owen Denmead. He was a rugby player. He played rugby in 1956, and he was a founder of the Australian Institute of Training and Development. and he used to swim and cycle and run all the time. And he made it a bit harder for himself because he had a vintage bike, 60-year-old bike that he was cycling. And then he was sort of thinking, I think I need to do something different. So at 64, he decided he was going to try dancing because he loved music and he thought he'd take up some dancing. But he didn't do ballroom dancing, rock and roll dancing, salsa. No, he did funk and hip hop. Funk and hip hop at 64, and he loved it. He loved it. He said that he doesn't play the age card. He doesn't play the age card. Oh, I can't do that. I am now that I'm over 60, now that I'm over 50, now that I'm over 70. He hated using age as an excuse. Another gentleman, Otto Komenos in Sydney, he was 73 and he decided to take up windsurfing. Windsurfing at 73, and he was still windsurfing 2 or 3 times a week until he was 89. Now in Australia, the expected longevity for a woman is about 86 and a male or a man about 84. That's the average. So that means that most of you out there are going to make it to 90. You're going to make it to 90. It's just a matter of what condition are you going to be in. And genetics only accounts for 10 to 30% of all aging effects, health and aging. By the time you get to 80, your health, your well-being, your longevity is almost entirely the result of your lifestyle choices. And by lifestyle choices, we're talking about good food, making sure you have some relaxation, some stress relief, looking after your skin in the sun, not smoking, and of course, exercising every day. So be sure, are you ready to do your 5-minute fitness routine that's coming up soon? Now, I'm a skier, snow skier that is. I'm a mad skier. I don't do it very well, but I do love it. I love the mountains and the fresh air. And for you skiers out there, some of you might know about the Warren Miller movie. For about 30 odd years, in fact, it's still coming out even though he's passed on. He brought out a ski movie, and I'll never forget this particular ski movie. It was called Black Diamond Rush. And for those of you who are not skiers, Black Diamond is the more advanced run on the mountain. Well, in this movie, it showed a gentleman going up the chairlift, getting off and skiing down the mountain. He was 100 years old. The commentator said, take your current age away from 100, and that's how many years left you've got to go skiing. I was like, yay, yoo, take my current age away from 100, that's how many years left I've got to go skiing. Woohoo, waha! So, if most of us here are going to live to 90, take your current age away from 90, and that's how many years left you've got to do the things that you want to do, that you thought you might like to try. So, go away, write it down, put it on your bucket list, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe, and we'll send you the latest TV episodes and videos. Like our Facebook page, and please send us your comments, your stories, and any inspiring people that you know. Over 50, so what?